What up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news for you concerning Erislandy Lara and Jarrett Hurd. The WBA has ordered a rematch. It's strange because Jarrett Hurd was the first one to come out of his mouth saying, "Hey, I don't want a rematch. No rematch. We're moving to bigger and better things." A lot of these sanctioning bodies been doing a lot of bold stuff lately. They've been ordering all types of shit. The WBC has been off the chain, but we're talking about the WBA. So the rematch has been ordered. So, let's talk about that fight. The first fight, Hurd Lara, was a very entertaining fight. It kind of reminded me of the Lara and Gulo fight. That's what it reminded me most of. It just ended in a different way. Hurd was strong, durable. It's a good fight to make, and I think, of course, Lara's on board because, he was the loser. The question would be if a rematch was ordered and Lara won, would Lara be on board? Those are the things you think about in situations like this, So, but we definitely know that Jarrett Hurd, because of how his remarks were, he said he didn't want a rematch, no rematch. You know what I mean? But I think that it is a good idea for it to be ordered because Lara needs the opportunity to redeem himself. Honestly, him and Al Heyman, old Uncle Al, they call him, it should be in the rematch clause anyway. It should have been in the contract if it wasn't. I'm not sure if it was or wasn't, but, and just in case he does lose, he gets an automatic rematch. But they do have 30 days to come up with an agreement or a purse bid will be made. So I'm glad that Lara has an opportunity to fight Jarrett Hurd again, But one thing is for certain, that's going to be another good fight. First fight on reflections, I seen Lara. The guy's 34 years old. When you get to age 30, your testosterone drops naturally year after year after year after year. And I don't think Lara, I think he has good stamina, but this was the first fight I seen Lara that he looked tired. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily defeated, but tired. He looked tired and discouraged, because he hit Jarrett Hurd with punches that's supposed to knock out any other fighter. Jarrett Hurd is a big bastard. The dude should be fighting at 160. And I'm thinking that he won't really be at 154 long anyway, with his height and everything like that. And then, of course, I would love to see him fight Jermell Charlo. And that would probably be one of the fighter of the years because those guys can bang. But Lara, he's picking his battle. He showed hard again. I've done a recap on this, but so that video's already been made. So no need to go through that. But I look at Lara. He's trying to reclaim his title. But the thing is about Lara. Also, I have to mention, I think he should have went to 160 anyway and tried to take on Golovkin if Golovkin would take him. Because now Golovkin is fighting Vanis Martirosyan, right? He's already decision Martirosyan. So if Triple G goes in there and goes 12th round with him, it would make it a lot better for Lara because then Lara's credibility would be added because the last dude that beat him was Lara. So you have Lara, then now Triple G beat him and it went 12 rounds. Now if Golovkin goes in there and knocks him out, it'd be like, oh, another typical fight, which Golovkin is expected to do. But, we'll see on fight night, you know what I mean? Because Martirosyan is a big, big dude himself. So, but Lara, I think he deserves a rematch. He's getting a rematch, so that's good. It's good for the sport. Who do I have at a rematch? I don't know. If Lara, I think he needs to really work more on his defense instead of just putting his guard up. What people need to understand about boxing is, you can bob and weave, you can move, and you can parry side to side. When you block a punch, that's the last thing you want to do to avoid a punch, by blocking it with your hands, because it's still inflicting damage on you. And a person on a volume puncher like Jarrett Hurd is the kind of guy that he's just going to throw punches where they land or not. A lot of them weren't landing flush, but a lot of them were, and then even the ones that weren't landing flush, it was still, this guy's actually hurting me, because the accumulation, when someone punches your hand, right, and you got your guard up, and this is my right hand, someone hits you, boom, it's constantly hitting you like that. You give 7-8 rounds of that alone is having a certain percentage of damage just happening. So, Jarrett Hurd just, being a workhorse, and I don't see him letting up, because he already knows the blueprint. Okay, work, 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 work. You know what I mean? Don't stop working. And Lara, he doesn't have that punching power to knock him out necessarily. Even Jarrett Hurd said that even though he was the hardest puncher that ever hit him, which Hurd said, no homo, he said. So, it's one of those things, man, where it's just fighting someone that won't let off of you. And that's the fight by itself. You got big Jarrett coming forward, and Lara's trying to create space to get his own punches off. The equation is quite interesting, though. So I would love to see a rematch and stuff like that. Let's see what Lara has left, because fights like this is what determines who you are. But you never get out of that ring the same way as you came in. So let's see how or if Lara can adjust to that. You guys tell me what you think about it. Please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.